Implementation of these diversity programs and a lot of women now coming to the forefront, and you creating all of these amazing programs for writers, directors, and producers on the female front, on the Asian front, every diversity. About the storytelling, there are still fans who feel like, well, we've heard these stories before, or we're never going to be able to tell new stories. How are you guys taking an approach within these programs so that more stories that are racier topics are being able to be told?
Well, look, I think there are just a few stories to be told. We've all heard stories. It's how we tell them that makes the difference. It is, and that's why diversity is so important. If you tell the same story by the same point of view all the time, then you're not going to watch it anymore because you've already heard it. But if you tell the same story, I often say, I use the analogy of a birthday party. We could live on the same block, but your birthday party is going to be different than mine. And if it's the differences of those stories that make us as storytellers more rich. As broadcasters, I believe it's our responsibility to reflect the audience that we broadcast to. Our country is becoming more diverse than not diverse, and if we don't reflect that in our storytelling, we're just antiquated. Right. And also, you just tell it in a universal way. I will use the example of features like Crazy Rich Asians. Not just Asian people went to go see that hit of a movie. Right. It's a romantic comedy, but it's just being told from a different point of view. And I think in television we've been doing that a lot longer than film has. But it's the importance of those different stories, I also believe, that can help our society heal. Right. If someone in middle America sees, a Latina lawyer or an Asian dancer or rapper, not doctor, because that's what you're expecting of it, right? But an Asian character portrayed in a different way, then they know, if you don't have a neighbor that looks like that, you are better believing that those differences are not so big, that we are all really the same people underneath the skin, Right. And it's hopefully those telling those stories that will make people more accepting of other people. America Ferrera, who is on our air on a show called Superstore, tells a story about how when Malala won the Nobel Peace Prize, she asked America to present her with the prize, and America was like, why do you want me to present this prize to her? Why does she want me? I'm an actor. And she, when she met Malala, she's like, I'm flattered, but I'm confused also. Why me? And Malala said to her, pretty Betty, you are the reason why I write.
Wow.
So it's not just, I just got chills from it's not just in our country, it's universal, it's global, and characters count.
Absolutely.
And if people can see it, then they can be it.
Yeah.
And that's what I say all the time. If you see it, you can be it, and that's what motivates me every day.
We've seen women in the industry rise, whether it's Sylvia Rowan in music, and you here at Universal. With all that's going on with Me Too, do you think they are ushering more women into these positions now, just to kind of diffuse any of the controversial situations that can keep, I guess?
Here's the thing. I don't think women get ushered into anything, and I don't want to be ushered into anything. I want to earn my way of what, I want to earn my way to wherever I am. I don't want anyone to usher me anywhere. And I don't know that any person who is successful in this industry is just being ushered in. If that's the mindset, then that's damaging, because women deserve to be here. Women are smart. Women work hard, and so no one is ushering any woman in anywhere, not because of Me Too or anything else. This industry is really competitive, and it's an expensive industry. You don't have a chance to just be there because of your gender, or because of your ethnicity. You know, I always say diversity is not an excuse for talent.
Right.
I talk all the time to you can be as diverse as you can check every proverbial box, but if you're not talented, then I don't have time for you, because my name rests on your performance.
Absolutely.
So to answer your question, no, I don't think that women are being ushered in anything. I think that the women who are here deserve to be here.
What are some of the nuggets of information, because your kids have firsthand access to all that is really going on in this industry, that maybe you can share with us, that you share with them?
Well, you know, it's funny because I am the first generation that is potentially able to practice nepotism. So if you have a job, please give it to my kids. They're really good, but I plan to, because that's how everyone does before us. But what I tell my kids is that if I can open a door for you, you better damn well be ready to be in that door. Like, I tell them, don't ever say that you're a writer unless you have some material to give to someone, and make sure your material is good that you're giving to them. I tell them that this is a hard industry. There are not a ton of jobs and everybody wants them, so I tell them, if you get in that door, be the one that people can rely on. Be the one that people want to go to. Know what you're talking about. Don't just speak up because you want to be heard. Speak up if you have something to say that contributes to it. Look, I would say, and I also tell them that them, like I do anyone who asks me, is that you don't know what you don't know in this industry. So it's okay to say, if someone says to you, what job do you want 5 years from now? I hate that question. I don't know exactly what I want 5 years from now. This industry is changing so rapidly anyway, that in 5 years from now, there could be a whole nother platform or different type of what we do that no one even knows about. So it's okay to say, I'm not exactly sure what it is that I want to be my final position in this industry. If someone had asked me that, I would never say it is what I am doing now, so it changed along the way. So I would say, be open to taking the journey for where it leads you, that this is a marathon. It's not a race. Don't be in such a rush to get to the finish line, but upon your journey, learn things that are presented to you. Learn things and really let them sit with you. So when you get to each place, you are taking something of that journey with you that will help you get to your next step in that journey.